watched the first part of the video lecture on classification of numbers. So this is the continuation of the same. In the classification of numbers chart, you studied something like a non-terminating recurring decimal. So our aim in this video lecture is to learn as to how to convert such decimals in a p by q form. Since these type of decimals are rational numbers, so we will learn how we can express such decimals in p by q form. So let's begin, and I'll take certain examples on the basis of which it would get easy for you to learn and understand how you can convert the such decimals in a p by q form. So our first example would be y is equals to, let's say, 0.777, which goes on. So it's a very simple formulated method to deal with such questions. Now we need to convert this decimal in a p by q form. So what we can do is we can multiply both sides with a multiple of 10. We will learn why and how we did it in the latter part of this video, but for now let's multiply both the sides with the number 10. So it would be 10y is equals to 7.777. Now if I just subtract the first equation from the second, so I'll get a number 7 on the RHS. On LHS I will get 9y, which gives me the answer y is equals to 7 by 9. So y was equal to the number that was our question, and y is equal to 7 by 9. So these two are equal. That means the p by q form for such decimal is 7 by 9. That means we have reached our answer. Now let's begin with another example wherein I'll take, let's say, y is equals to 0.7373, which keeps on repeating itself. So now here the numbers 7, 3 are being repeated on and on. So now to convert such decimals into p by q form, since there are two repetitions that are being done, we multiply with the second multiple of 10, the second power of 10 actually. So that would be 100 y, we'll get 73.7373. It goes on. So if I again subtract the first equation from the second, so I'll be left with 99y is equal to 73. So y would be equal to 73 by 99, which is our p by q form. So that is the answer. Let's take another example. We'll look into a slightly trickier example this time. So we'll take y is equals to, let's say, 0.42222. Now here you can see 2 is being repeated, but there is an extra digit 4 which is not repeating. So how to deal with such questions? Now there's another very simple and a formulated method for this. So let's multiply it with 10 and see what happens. So if I multiply this number with the number 10, I'll get 10y is equals to 4.22222. Now you can see it's number 4.22222. So this and this question is practically same. Only difference is that it has been already multiplied by 10, and instead of a 0 there's a 4 here. So let's multiply it with another 10. So I'll get 100y on the left hand side, and here I'll get 42.22222. Now if I just subtract this equation from this one, what will I get? I'll get 90y on LHS. On RHS I'll get 38, because 0.222 would cancel out. So y is equals to 38 by 90. In the reduced form, this can be written as y is equals to 19 by 45, which is our answer. So the p by q form for this number is 19 by 45. So these are some very simple formulated techniques that are already available. Let's see for another example how this works. So I'll take y is equals to 0.157 57. Okay, I'll just repeat 5757 over here. 5757 ... So the number that we have is 0.157575757 ... Continue. So the digits 5, 7 are being repeated. So here there's an extra 1 available, and digits 5, 7, 5, 7 are being repeated over and over again. So firstly, to eliminate this 1, that is the extra part, we can multiply it with 10. So I'll get 10y is equals to 1.575757 dot dot dot. So now the 1 has been eliminated. Now there are 2 digits that are being repeated. So this is the case of this question. 737373 being repeated over and over again. So now I can just multiply with 100. So if I multiply both sides with 100, I'll get 1000y is equals to 157.5757 dot dot dot. Now if I deduct this equation from this one, I'll be left with 990y is equals to 156, which is technically my answer. I've reached my answer already. Y is equals to 156 by 990. If I just reduce it to the simplest form, I can cut it with 2. I'll get 78.495. Again, dividing by let's say 3, I'll get 2. Let's divide it by 3 actually. So I'll be left with 26 upon 165. Yeah, so that is my reduced form. That is the answer. So p by q form for this is 26 by 165. Now let us see how we can do such questions in a quicker way, because obviously it's CAT. CAT wants you to do questions, but in a slightly efficient manner. It does not want you to take so much time, so much pages to just deal with a single 3-mark question. So there must be a shorter way, there must be a quicker way. So let us see the shortcut. What is the shortcut for it? So in this question we have y is equal to 0.777, and the answer that we are getting is y is equal to 7 by 9. So there must be something of this sort. Now let's see. So the simplest way is to deal with such questions is whatever is repeating, I repeat, whatever is repeating, just write that in the numerator form, and the number of digits that are being repeated, just put that many 9s. Since there is only a single digit 7 that is being repeated, I have put a single 9 over here, and since 7 was being repeated, I put 7 in the numerator. Let's look at this question. So there were 2 digits that were being repeated. I put 2 9s in the denominator, that is 99, and since 73 were the digits that were being repeated, I put 73 in the numerator. So whatever is being repeated, put it in numerator. How many digits are being repeated, put that in the denominator. Now there is a confusion over here. How to go about these type of questions, the ones that we have done in the bottom part of the video. So to deal with these, since it's the single digit 2 is being repeated, right? So what I can do is, since single digit 2 is being repeated, I put a single 9 over here. Alright, and since there is an extra digit that needs to be eliminated, 4 was the extra digit that had to be eliminated to reach this kind of a question. So since there is only one such digit that has to be eliminated, I put a single 0 in the denominator. So the denominator becomes 9090. The 9 comes from the number of digits that are being repeated, and 0 comes from the number of digits that need to be eliminated. Now how to reach this numerator? So numerator, since we are dealing with a 42 over here, so the beginning part is 42. So I'll just write 42 minus, and what is being eliminated? A 4. And denominator we have already discussed, it's 90. So 42 minus 4 upon 90, that is 38 by 90. That is our answer for this question. Now let's look at how to deal with this question. Since here we have a 1 5 7 5 7 5 7, so the number of digits that are being repeated are 2, 5 7 5 7 5 7. So I have put 2 9s in the denominator, if you see. And since 1, a single digit 1, so the number of digits that need to be eliminated was 1. So I have put a 0, a single 0, because there was only one digit that had to be eliminated. So the 990 is my denominator. How to go about the numerator? Numerator is simply till the end of the till we complete the first cycle, that is 157 minus what needs to be eliminated, 1. So 157 minus 1 upon 990, 156 upon 990. That is how we reach this part. So that is how you deal with such questions. I've already explained to you how to go about the traditional approach by multiplying it with 10, 100, 1000 depending on the question, and then subtracting it. Or if you can learn the shortcut method, these shortcuts are for the 99 plus percentilers. So if you're aiming for that extra 1 mark, extra 3 marks, extra 2 marks, to reach beyond that 99.5 percentile, then you need to understand the shortcut method over here. I'll just repeat the shortcut method once again. So the number of digits that are being repeated, in case there is a single digit 7, there is a single 9, whatever is being repeated, put that in the numerator. So an easy way to look at such a question, for example, I can also write this as y is equals to 0.73 with a bar over here. It means 737373 is being repeated over and over again. So this and this are two representations of the same type of a question. Now to convert this into p by q form, I have a 73. So I'll write 73 in the numerator, and since 2 digits are being repeated, there is a bar on top of 2 digits. I'll just write 99 in the denominator. This is my answer for such a question, 0.157. So I have y is equals to 0.157. The bar is only on the top of 57. 1 is not being repeated. So for such a question, I have whatever is the number after the decimals, that is 157, minus the portion which is not being repeated. So just a 1 that is not being repeated, the number 1. It's not about the digits, it's about the number that is not being repeated. 1 divided by number of digits that are being repeated. 2 digits are being repeated here, so I put 2 9s over here. And since there is a single digit, the number of digits that need to be eliminated is 1. So for that matter, I put a single 0 over here. I get the answer as 156 by 990. And in the reduced form, this would again come out to be 26 by 165. So that's how to go about such questions. So hope you like the video. Keep studying, be safe. I'm the professor. See you. Bye-bye.